What's up, everybody? Mark with Coffee&Toys bringing you another G.I. Joe Classified Series unboxing and review. We got a good one, folks. We are now in the triple digits of G.I. Joe Classified. I am happy, shocked, surprised that in 3 years, over 100 G.I. Joe figures have been released in this line already. That is almost unprecedented. I actually asked the comment this morning, is it possible that the Classified series could overtake the modern era as the kind of gold standard of action figures? Now, I'm not trying to replace a real American hero from 82 to 94. Not trying to do that at all, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Is Classified on the way to becoming the definitive G.I. Joe line? Drop me a comment down below. But besides that, we are here to do a review today, and of course, the newest review is of the newest, to me anyway, G.I. Joe Classified figure, and I have number 105, Shockwave. Let's talk about it. So, yeah, I was very shocked to find Shockwave at my local hobby shop. I was very, very happy to find him and Helix, so be on the lookout for that review very soon. Just hanging on the pegs, and I haven't really seen any reviews of the newer figures. I think I saw General Hawk, but at least I wasn't looking for Shockwave or Helix, and my pre-order that I had that I subsequently canceled didn't say it was coming until like December or January. I don't remember exactly. So like I said, I was very surprised finding these at my local hobby shop, and I paid you might have saw it when I showed it. I did pay a little bit of a markup, but you know what? It's worth it. Support your local stores. The whole routine means a lot to them, means a lot to your community. And yeah, for $5 more, I had it right then and there. Didn't have to worry about shipping. Didn't have to worry about so good pricing on that. So yeah, there's my PSA. But I am very excited about this figure. And if you're new to the channel, I'm excited that you're here. So what we do on this channel, I'm an out-of-box collector, but we will review the in-package figure, then we'll take it out, we'll accessorize it, we'll compare it if it's applicable, and then I'll kind of give you my final thoughts on whether I want this figure, or if I'm glad I purchased this figure, if you should get this figure, and just, we'll wrap it up that way. It's really fun. We go through these things, and make sure you like the channel while you're here. Really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, hitting that bell notification, setting it to all notifications, because not only do I do G.I. Joe Classified reviews, I do Mattel WWE figures, Star Wars Vintage Collection, Star Wars Black Series, Masters of the Universe, and I'm actually going to branch out. We're going to start covering G.I. Joe comics, and we're going to do top 10 lists every once in a while. And if you like that kind of stuff, if you like G.I. Joe content or any of the other content I mentioned, please, I would really appreciate your subscription. That being said, let's hop over here and check out Shockwave. Okay, we have G.I. Joe Classified Series Jason Shockwave Faria, like Maria, but with an F, Faria. Real quick thing about Shockwave before we get started, I didn't mention in the intro. Shockwave was always one of my favorite G.I. Joes that came on a little later in the line. For some reason, him and Beachhead were always paired up, and I'm assuming it's because they both had similar masks. But Shockwave was always cool. I really like the Shockwave we got whenever the modern era came out. And this Shockwave is just, I'm getting really excited. If anything on this is even remotely accurate, I'm going to be very excited with this figure. But that being said, of course, we do have that pre-rendered image here of Shockwave. It looks like he's on a beach shore, and we have a train or a bullet train, something like that up there in the upper area. Let me know if that's a call out to anything, because I am not sure myself. Up here, we do see his loadout, what he comes with. He's got that riot shield, his baton, a few different types of knives, and of course his two mini Uzis. And then we have his beautiful character art right here in the lower right hand side. And yeah, G.I. Joe Jason Shockwave Faria. Spinning it over to the side, we see that he is number 105. That's still crazy to me that we are at over the 100 mark now. That is crazy. Of course, we have that QR code, which is still completely useless. Hasbro, fix it, please. And down below, we do see the iconography. If we spin it over to the back, we do see again that he is number 105, G.I. Joe Jason Shockwave Faria. He stands 6.2 inches tall, and again, we see the loadout he comes with. We get some details in there like the riot shield, the hat. We do see on the right-hand side here, the hat is shown on his head, and then we see the shotgun shells that are actually on that pouch right there on his chest, and it's looking very, very cool. Of course, going down to the bottom, we do see that iconography in a little bit larger detail, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, and I will give you guys a second or two to look at that iconography while I throw it up on screen so you can review it at your leisure for a few more seconds. And I think we've had enough time to look at the iconography. Really wish they'd give us file cards. Finally, spinning around to the side, we do see that beautiful artwork in more detail on the side. Shockwave just looking badass, plain and simple. Like I said, him and Beachhead always were a pair. They are, in my mind, it's almost like they're the same person. And of course, we see at the bottom G.I. Joe number 105 for the Classified series. So yeah, we'll take one final look at this figure, but now comes the fun part. Let's get Shockwave out of the box. Okay, here we have it. Jason Shockwave Faria. And I apologize that blue's probably not the best background to do this on, but he's still showing up fairly well. Quick inspection of the figure. He does kind of have some bow-leggedness going on. You can see, I don't know if it's just my figure. His plastic ties were very tight on the legs, so I don't know if that just caused this bowing. I mean, obviously you can fix it either by just working it like this or, warm water. But quick inspection, this is mostly a grunt upper body and a beachhead lower body. These are definitely beachhead's legs, and I recognize it from the shin guards. And the upper body is grunt's arms. So I just wanted to point that out. New web gear, new accessories on the forearms, and new web gear here, new web gear vest, new head, obviously, which we will check out real quick. Let's go ahead and check out that head. I do really like that, and I suppose if you are a really good customizer, you could turn that into a beachhead alternate portrait for your beachhead figure. Moving down the body, you can see that on mine, still a little bit of QC issues. Might again been because of how tightly he was packaged. I've got some separation in the bicep cut there, which is a little disappointing. You see the communicator up on his arm. This one's actually got a little bit of separation too. So again, the QC issues with the classified line are probably one of my biggest gripes right now with the line. I should do a gripes video. I think you guys would probably like that. Top 10 gripes of the G.I. Joe classified line. That'd actually be a little bit challenging. That being said, moving down the body, you can see we get into the lower body, which again is just a reuse of Beachhead's lower body, but he does have two holsters for his Uzis. Moving down, we got the Black Sheep. These are the older knees. They do have the pins in them because, again, they are Beachhead's legs. And then, yeah, moving down, we see he's got a knife sheath on his boot. That's a nice little add-on there. And we'll go ahead and zoom out a little bit so you can get a better look at the figure one more time. Like I said, mine's a little bow-legged, but I mean, all the joints are super tight, so that's very good. No issues there. Trying to turn that. Maybe it doesn't turn there. Yeah, that's just attached. Okay, so like I always like to say, Shockwave is more than just the figure himself. He does come with a few accessories, so we'll start with the biggest one. The biggest one, and probably coolest, is the Riot Shield. You can see it's the modern Riot Shield that goes down. It's got the, what do I want to call this, the different levels. Would have been extra cool if they could have actually made that feature built in, but I understand why they didn't. Zooming in, you can see that he does have the Cobra logo on there with 4 circles with a slash through it, meaning he's at least taken out 4 Cobras, probably Alley Vipers, because he is our urban warfare specialist. SWAT member, and I suppose this is actually supposed to be some sort of, maybe it's supposed to pop down, you can see through it, I don't know. At first I thought they were lights, but I don't know if that's what those are. If you know what these are in a Riot Shield, please let me know in the comments below. Spinning around to the back, you do see how he can hold on to that, snaps on his arm, and then he can grip it there. And, just black on the back, nothing too fancy, but I do like this Riot Shield a lot. And mine will definitely be displayed with it. One more thing about the Riot Shield. I'm kind of surprised there's nowhere to snap any accessories in. Okay. Moving on, we do have his baton, which is just cast all in black. Nothing too exciting there, but appreciate they did have it. But yeah, going back to it, I think it would have been, I feel like that the modern era figure had it where you could snap it right in like that. But, oh well. Maybe that was a missed opportunity, maybe it's not. Moving forward, he does have 2 different types of tactical knives. So he does have this knife, which is also just cast in black. Nothing too exciting about this guy. And then the other knife, which is a kind of a multi-tool knife. So it's got the try to get a better picture of it. It's got the serration on the inside, and then it's got this hook on the outside for, you know, breaking things open. And yeah, again, cast all black, so a little generic, but nothing terrible. Would have thought a little silver wouldn't have hurt that. And then finally, he does come with a pair, well, not finally, but as far as weapons, he does come with 2 mini submachine guns or mini Uzis. They do have the openings in the bottom, so I'm just going to hold one up. They are very small, about the size of an actual pistol accessory. Does have the hole in the end so you can put blast effects, and then each one does come with a small clip that you can add to the Uzi. So there's the clip, there's the Uzi. Put it right in there. I can't, it's so small. Oof, this is really rubbery, folks. Trying to just, there we go. Very, very tight fit. But there you go. Now you can see it with the clip inside. And again, cast in all black, nothing too exciting there. So 2 Uzis, 2 clips, 2 knives, a baton, a shield, and finally Shockwave's cap. Of course, it's got the same digital camo that the rest of the body sports. And yeah, it just fits right on his head. Nothing special about this, but I am so glad this is a separate piece, because that was the one thing I never liked about my Shockwave figure from when I was a kid, is that the hat was molded on. And then when we got the modern era one, of course, it had the removable cap. And I'm glad that they decided to go with the removable cap, which, you know, probably seems pretty obvious, but I'm glad they did it that way. So let me get Shockwave all accessorized, and then we'll do some final thoughts before we wrap this video up. Make sure you like the video while you're here. I really appreciate it. Make sure you comment down below and set that notification to all notifications on that bell. Okay, so I have Shockwave all accessorized now. Few things I'm going to point out as I was getting him accessorized is he can only hold that shield in the right hand because of the way the back of the shield is. He can, I might as well just show you. Hopefully I can, as I showed earlier in the video, and I'll zoom in so you can see it. You can't readjust, at least to my knowledge, the arm piece. So it's meant that he can only really hold it if he's using his his right hand. So I'm a little disappointed in that, because that means, you know, say you wanted to troop build this figure, I don't know why you would, but they'd all have the shield in the exact same spot. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Now, maybe afterwards I'll have to look after the video, and maybe you can flip that piece around to make it where you can hold the shield from either side. But I'm pretty sure he can only hold it in his right hand, which is a little, you know, again, a little small missed opportunity there. Also, another thing to note, the gumminess of these clips makes it very, very difficult for Shockwave to hold the actual Uzi in his hand. I'll show it. I'll put it on the screen here in a minute. You'll see the side-by-side with him accessorized with the Uzis. But it's very hard. The hands are so tight and take so much effort to open up, so you probably really need to notice that on a lot of figures. You need to really work them open or use some hot water to open them up. But because of that gumminess of the clip, when his hand goes back into its original form, how it is in the package, it bends that clip in, and so it looks kind of bananas out. Again, I understand what it is, but again, a little missed opportunity, maybe a little bit of QC issues. So yeah, pardon me, I had to drink some coffee. But I do love the figure overall. I like the way it looks. I like the way it presents itself. Again, Shockwave, another favorite of mine and a lot of collectors. But you tell me what you think of this figure. Is it worth picking up, even though I've described some things with mine that I'm not really too happy with? Drop me a comment and tell me if you've got this guy on pre-order. Should be able to find it anywhere. He's available on Hasbro Pulse. He's available on Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store. All the sites you could possibly pick it up. It'll probably be showing up in stores sooner than later. Like I said, I did not expect to find this figure in my local hobby shop so early, but I think the release date currently is like December or January, as I mentioned earlier in the video. But that being said, make sure you like the video, make sure you comment, make sure you set that bell notification to all notifications, become a subscriber, because we just did a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and I gave away a Chuckles. And let me tell you, there wasn't very many people on that giveaway. So if you want a chance to win some cool prizes, maybe a Steel Core 2-pack, I might do a live stream here soon to celebrate those 1,000 subscribers. Or maybe just follow me on Twitter at Coffee&Toys. That's coffee__toys. I like to, that's my primary mode of communication. I do have a Facebook page too if you want to like that. But yeah, with that being said, I'm Mark. You've been watching Coffee with Toys, and I will see you later.